This is a story that may or may not be true, but it's completely horrifying about a woman home alone with her dog. So one night some years ago, a young woman in her early 20s is spending a quiet evening at home with her dog, and she suddenly gets an alert on her phone that a serial killer has escaped from a nearby prison. Now, this woman doesn't scare easy, so she's pretty unfazed by the news, plus she feels pretty safe with her trusty dog, a giant bull mastiff, by her side. But just to make sure, she surveys the entire house, making sure all the windows are completely secured and double checking to make sure all the doors are completely locked. Now feeling completely safe and secure, the woman curls up on her bed, her bull mastiff on the floor right next to her per usual. She finishes her book and drifts off into sleep. About an hour or two later, the young woman wakes up hearing a dripping sound somewhere in the house. Half asleep, she stumbles into the kitchen. She just checks the faucet. It's fine. She makes her way to the bathroom to check the faucet. Again, it's fine. Barely conscious and not wanting to deal with the dripping sound till the morning, she stumbles back to her bed, petting her dog, who licks her hand in appreciation before the two fall back asleep. Now, the next morning, the woman wakes up, but her dog is nowhere to be found, which is unusual because her dog is always by the bed in the morning. She goes into the bathroom, brushes her teeth, calling out for the dog, but there's nothing. So she goes in the living room, flips on the light, when she's greeted by something utterly horrific. Her beloved dog is hanging from the ceiling fan, slowly twirling. Its throat has been cut, the blood dripping into a large pool on the floor. Screaming, the girl backs into the wall behind her and collapses, sobbing for the loss of her best friend and terrified by this awful crime. But as she's crying, she notices that her back is now all wet. Touching her back, she realizes it's more blood. Slowly getting up off the floor, she turns around to look at the wall she was leaning on, and on the wall, in giant letters written in the dog's blood, is a message. And that message reads, "Humans
can lick hands too."